Several years now, whenever I talked about the policy problems facing the United States, Republicans would always scold me and tell me there was a crisis at the border and there was an emergency and we had to address this right away. And while I don't agree necessarily with some of their solutions or the extent to which they see it as a problem, clearly the border is a problem. Clearly our immigration system is broken, and clearly we need to do some things about it. Turns out the Republicans don't believe that at all. Because there is a piece of legislation that such Republican radicals like James Lankford of that deep blue state, Oklahoma, are supporting. And there's a compromise there that the Senate and the president can live with. But the Republicans aren't going to have this piece of legislation go forward. It will not get out of the House. And the reason for that is not because it's a piece of bad legislation, but because they think that making Joe Biden look bad and making it look like Joe Biden is doing nothing about the border is more important than solving the problem. And the reason for that is that because doing nothing about the border, in their view, according to what they've told us for years now, is a real problem for America, but it's good for their cult leader, Donald Trump. An emergency isn't an emergency if you refuse to solve it when there's a compromise on the table because you think it might hurt your candidate in the next election.